Mr. Starmer, I gave you a chance. I voted for you to make this country better. You covered up on the grooming gangs, and you know what? It's disgusting. You want out of office, and when you get out, you want to leave the country and hide. Because I'm telling you, this man has all the evidence, all of it, right? And it's all been downloaded. You're fucked.
In one case, a child reported horrific abuse by a grooming gang, but police gave one of the suspects a warning letter, known as a child abduction warning notice. This disturbing practice was widespread. Historical stats show that the Met Police were handing out hundreds of these per year, while only charging a fraction of the number of people with crimes. Nationally, the practice was even more disturbing. Forces across Britain were using these warning letters instead of pursuing prosecutions, with usage spiking after the grooming gang scandals in Rochdale and Rotherham. These letters were dangerous. They had no legal status if breached. They had no evidence showing that they had any impact. They had failed to protect a child in one example that ended with a death. When Maggie Oliver described these letters as a paedophile ASBO and said she had personal experience of them being used to shut down an investigation, we knew we had to find out who was behind them. And then I found this. This 2011 report, released just as the Rochdale scandal was breaking, details how the Crown Prosecution Service was working with police to draft a standardised format for the pedo ASBO. On the top of the document was a very significant name. Keir Starmer. Just like Khan, the Prime Minister fought us when we approached number 10 for comment.
You're
They
fucked.
claimed it was a mischaracterisation, arguing that pedo ASBOs existed before Starmer's report discussed drafting them. But then Callum found this. It was a literal document issued by the CPS in 2012 with the template pedo ASBO letter for police forces to use. Our first story was not a mischaracterisation at all, but there was more. While researching the pedo ASBO story, I pulled all of Starmer's public statements about grooming gangs. The Prime Minister was claiming to have played a personal role in the first prosecution in Rochdale.
And when that file was brought to my attention, Mr. Speaker, I noticed that one of the defendants had not been prosecuted previously. Far from covering up, I asked for that file so that I could have a look at it. On the back of that, I then changed
You're a liar.
approach to prosecutions, which was then lauded by the government. We were doing the right thing and brought those prosecutions. So my record was going after where I thought something had gone wrong and putting it right.
Yet Maggie Oliver had told me that actions of the CPS